Thank you for keeping that applause going almost till I got to the microphone. No, don't force it now. Let's see. I have a friend that has a weird superpower, you guys. He can look at any group of people and immediately know the percentage of prostitutes to non-prostitutes. His name is Horatio. Everybody explained it to the people at their table. Okay, great. I'm going to make a bold statement, see who agrees with me. I've never seen a person with a wallet chain whose wallet was worth stealing. You ever see a couple people get together like, hey, whose wallet do you want to steal today? How about that guy with the gauged ears and the neck tattoo? He's probably got a lot of cash in that embroidered Pantera wallet. It's chained to his body, and it's Velcro. That's 2 levels of security. I'm not kidding. All right, I feel a weird vibe in this room. Like you guys are looking at me like, Tyler, you've been up here a couple minutes now, and you haven't talked about salad dressing yet, so I'll do that. Try to appease this crowd. Here's my theory on salad dressing. The healthier the salad dressing is, the more willing they are to tell you where it comes from in the name. For instance, Italian dressing is very healthy. They tell you it's from Italy, right? Balsamic vinaigrette is from Balsamo. But as it gets more unhealthy, they get stingier with that information. That stuff, that's from a ranch. I can't tell you any more about that. That stuff, that's from an island. Which one? One of 1,000. I can't narrow it down. Where do they make it? In a hidden valley. I'm telling you, no one knows anything about this. Let's see. I experimented with sex and drugs when I was in college. I was the control group. There's no placebo effect or anything. Round of applause. We have any couples here? Any couples? Are you guys dating, married, hourly?
Yes.
All of the above? Okay, that's weird. I myself am married, and my wife and I are doing something. Some people think it's romantic, some people think it's dumb, but we've actually decided to save ourselves for our second marriage. That's something we're doing. I've come up with a test to see how strong a relationship is. You guys can use this, because we all know people in good relationships and people that are in bad relationships, right? So I've come up with a test to see how healthy a relationship is. And here's what you do. You ask one of the people, what would you do without your spouse? And the faster they answer, the more unhealthy that relationship is. Like you're asking a newlywed couple, what would you do without your wife? I don't know. I can't even picture my life without her, you know? I have no idea what I would do. If you ask somebody that's been in a bad marriage for like 5 years, they have an answer ready immediately. What would you do without your wife? Well, I'd sell the house. I've been looking at some places on Zillow. I think I could afford the payments. Second thing I'd do is I'd fight for custody of her dog and I'd have it put down. I hate her dog. I can't tell you how much I hate her dog. I hate her dog so much. Round of applause. We have any parents here? Any parents here? Okay. Don't really want to admit it, but they will. I don't have kids, but I have friends that have kids. And I've noticed there's kind of a double standard for people that don't have kids. Because I met my friend for lunch the other day, and he did what all parents do when you meet him somewhere. As soon as we sit down, he takes out his phone, he starts showing me pictures of his kids, talking about how beautiful they are. And it's fine, right? But then I take out my phone, I start showing him pictures of his kids, talking about how beautiful they are. And I'm weird all of a sudden? See, I don't know if you guys have like a favorite inventor or anything like that. My favorite inventor is George Washington Carver. So he came up with so much important stuff like peanut butter, the Charlie Brown cartoons. But my favorite thing that he did, probably the most important thing, was 1/4 of Mount Rushmore. He was the George Washington Carver. Thomas Jefferson Carver, Teddy Roosevelt Carver, whatever the fourth guy is, Carver. I skimmed the Wikipedia page. I didn't read the whole thing for this show. Let's see. Round of applause. How many people here have voted in an election before? Just, okay, great. So it's a voting crowd. I don't care who you voted for. I'm not interested in that, but I'm always interested in how people decide who they're going to vote for, right? Like some people say they watch debates, and that's how they decide. Some people read articles online. Personally, I vote for the person with the most yard signs. That's how I decide. So this year I voted for this guy, For Sale. A lot of stuff. I was reading an article the other day about why we need gun control in this country, and the article had bullet points. I'll leave you with a couple pieces of advice before I go. First one, never stare right at the sun. It's like when you meet a family for the first time. That's 2 misdemeanor in this state. And my final piece of advice, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to give a man a fish, and you're the manager at Captain D's. Thank you very much.